Available whenever you want it on the TJ and Riggins app. This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
I have been experiencing something that is very unpleasant. I'm not one to complain about physical ailments and things like that. Oh, by the way, hello, good morning.
Good morning.
But you know how painful it is when you get a what they call a Charlie horse in your calf in the middle of the night or at any other time. You know how painful that is. And sometimes after it's already gone, it still feels that way because you just kind of, it's like a sore muscle at that point. Mm-hmm. That has been happening to me in my abdominal muscles.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
A cramp?
Just a full Charlie horse in my stomach.
And that's got to hurt worse than, is that what you said? Hurts worse than a regular? Yeah.
Because you can't walk it off. You can't walk it out.
What is that?
And there's nothing that looks, I think, any more pathetic than a great big fat guy rubbing his belly, which I have to do to try to rub the cramp out of it, the muscle cramp out of it.
It is so gross. I told you I saw a guy walking out of a Chinese buffet one time, and he's rubbing his big belly on the sidewalk. It's like, oh, do that somewhere else. It's so gross.
Imagine if he were doing that and moaning in pain.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
really?
Not only is it painful, but it's sad and pathetic as well. Depressing.
What is that though? Is that, I mean, we got to get down to the bottom of that so it doesn't happen anymore.
I think it's pretty much the same as getting any other type of muscle cramps, and it means you're not hydrated enough.
Oh.
Or maybe I need to start eating more bananas for potassium. Because it's a muscle, so even though it's buried in a mountain of fat, there's still a muscle in there somewhere.
It's your abdominal muscles.
Yeah, and I always hate trying to explain it to people. Hey, I've been getting a cramp in my abs, and they look at you. Fat people don't have abs.
What abs? You mean Applebee's? Wow. What are we going to do? Lindsay's right. We got to figure this out.
I don't know.
You have to.
Well, I'm just I'm going to be drinking more water.
Yeah, pickle juice. Up your pickle juice.
Well, that's what I do to help get rid of it at the time. Drink a pickle juice and then slam a bottle of water. Yeah. And it goes away pretty quickly, but then it lingers. Man. But once it hits, you know how you jump out of the bed when it hits your calf?
Yeah.
Like I be just sitting in the chair or something and stretch or whatever, and then it hits. And then I got to go get in the room by myself because I don't want to be standing there rubbing my belly in front of people. It's a disaster. It's a disaster.
Just call it quits.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it's Lindsay from the TJ and Riggins Show. I love our Gregory Jewelers in Statesville, mainly because they have so many different options. You can find diamonds, fashion jewelry, anything for this holiday season. So make sure to tell your loved ones to check out our Gregory Jewelers in Statesville. Go to tjriggins.com/diamonds for directions. At our Gregory Jewelers, we speak diamond.
Add TJRiggins.com to your phone's home screen. Open your phone's browser, type TJRiggins.com, and click the top banner to learn how to easily add to both iOS and Android phones. Everything is now on the homepage, TJRiggins.com.
When it comes to all things real estate, especially in the Lake Norman area, there is no one better than the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. We've used them for years. They're our friends, and you are going to love them. Just go to tjriggins.com/Temple Team. tjriggins.com/Temple Team.
Point and stare at TJ and Riggins anytime you want on YouTube. This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
So I thought this was kind of interesting. TJ and Lindsay have children of their own. Both of you guys have 2 kids.
Yeah, not together.
Not together. Not yet, anyway. We'll see how 2025 pans out.
Right.
But I thought this was really interesting. A woman got on TikTok. Her name is Gab. And she said, the biggest ick about myself, I feel like I have to relieve my husband from watching the baby. I'd be like, I'm sorry, do you have just a minute? I just want to quickly take a shower. I'll be 2 minutes and I'll be right back. Is that okay? And he'll always say the same thing. Yeah, go take a shower. And she's saying, why do I feel that I need to ask permission to go take a shower? And she said it's the biggest ick about herself. But that is really all on her. If that's her husband's response is, go take a shower, that's on her. Yeah. Don't paint that in a way like he's putting you in a position where he's making you feel like you need to ask.
Right. I think it goes back to the fact that she doesn't fully trust him as a full parent to the kids, being able to have them in his complete and total care for a long period of time.
Yeah.
Which is not good. And most of the time that's the men's fault because they don't get in there and do it. But it sounds like this guy does.
Yeah, it sounds like he's perfectly fine. Lindsay, can you relate to this at all?
I totally relate. And I don't know about that, what TJ said. I don't know. But for me, it was, I had mom guilt the whole time about, is it going to be annoying for you to have to watch? Like, I just felt like that. Like, even with my own mother, which she's been a nurse for 40 years, like she's fine, but I'd always be like, is it okay? Like, why am I asking? But I get it. It's a mom guilt thing.
A parenting expert says it starts with societal norms that were taught from a very early age, that the mothers are the caretakers.
Yeah.
So it's ingrained in us. And she also uses a phrase called default parenting. And she talks about early on in a kid's life, the parents decide between themselves who's going to be the default parent. And that typically falls on the mother.
Yeah.
I mean, it does. Yeah.
It's the roles of the sexes.
Yeah.
And the way God made it.
Yeah. She also points out mom guilt. Mom might simply feel bad about not doing it at all the time.
But thank God you've completely gotten over that, Lindsay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we're over that. Take them kids.
Hey, right now, she's sitting locked in her closet to stay away from the kids so she can do the show.
Yeah.
He's just handling them.
Yep. Every day a week.
She bought locks on Amazon.
Lock the kids out so they don't come in while I'm on the show.
Those door jams, that go in the...
TJ keeps asking her, what time do you need to go? She's like, I'm fine. I just bought door locks on Amazon.
Yeah.
She's like, I'll tell you when I can go. I'm good for a while.
Yeah.
Or like when she's in studio with us and she's got to relieve him so he can go to work because he's got the kids, the whole thing. She's like, what time is it? She's like, no, we're not in any hurry. She's like, well, I guess I need to go. Are we through? And then we'll go, yeah, we're finished. She's like, well, okay. Like she's disappointed.
She is disappointed.
Wah, wah. This is my vacation, guys. This is like a party.
Yeah, she like mingles around. She'll go grab handfuls of snacks and just kind of, shoot the breeze. She doesn't have
Be like, so what are you guys doing today? They're like, don't you have to go? Kyle's got to go to work. Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah, that day she went and met Jody for coffee. It was like she just gotten a free trip to St. John. Yeah.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
When it comes to all things real estate, especially in the Lake Norman area, there is no one better than the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. We've used them for years. They're our friends, and you are going to love them. Just go to tjriggins.com/Temple team. tjriggins.com/Temple team.
Introducing the new Media Center on the TJRiggins.com home screen. The easiest way ever to get everything TJ Riggins all in one place. The new Media Center is the easy way to access everything we do. The radio family asked for it, and now it's here. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
All guests of the TJ and Riggins Show stay at the Hyatt-centric South Park Charlotte. Beautiful rooms paired with incredible dining options, all nestled perfectly in the beautiful South Park neighborhood of Charlotte. Book your stay online at tjriggins.com/Hyatt.
This is the TJ and Riggins podcast and radio show.
Earlier we were talking about my having Charlie horses hit me in my stomach muscles lately, and how uncomfortable that is. And then Lindsay said that she's never had a Charlie horse in her calf. I get them in my inner thighs as well, which is difficult. to get, again, jump up and start rubbing something. And it's like, you ever tried to massage your inner thighs yourself? It's hard.
Yeah, I bet.
It's hard.
That's awkward.
So you've never had a cramp in your calf to where it just locks up and becomes a ball?
Never. But the only place I have had a lot of cramps is my toe. Have you ever had a toe cramp?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, those are the worst. But
all of my toes will cramp up sometimes and just, be paralyzed.
Dang, those hurt. But y'all talking about Charlie horse make me scared. Everyone's like, it's like a dagger. You're dying. I mean, it must hurt really bad.
And if it hits you in your sleep, it causes you to leap out of the bed. I mean, it's just like somebody walked in and stuck you with a branding iron. That's how fast you get up out of the bed.
I almost had one a second ago trying to stretch. It's been a rough day.
You need to stop that, Rob. Don't be stretching.
Yeah. Rob's got a habit. When he stretches, he blacks out a lot of the time.
Yeah. Sometimes
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait. I'm sorry.
I stretch so thoroughly that I just kind of leave my body for a minute.
Yeah, he actually blacks out.
Okay. You need to talk to a doctor about that.
It's never affected me. I'm usually in a seat.
Rob?
It's kind of that, I guess, that feeling like if somebody, where they choke you a little bit and then you start to get woozy. Kids were doing that at parties and stuff, and it was dangerous. So that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean,
so he just stretches so hard that the blood rushes to his head or rushes out of his head or something. I don't know.
I don't think it's a good stretch unless I black out.
That's not normal. And I'm so glad I'm on y'all's show now again because I am scheduling you a doctor's appointment.
No, you're not, Mom.
One time
you're going to find out something's wrong with you. And then I'm telling you that's not right.
Well,
you black out.
It doesn't happen like all the time.
Just gets kind of woozy.
Whatever. I will talk about this off the air because I'm upset now.
Oh, God. Thanks,
you take better care of yourself, Rob.
It's fine. It doesn't hurt me in any way.
Oh my God. We about to have a sit down.
We need to have a sit down with you about them Slim Jims first.
Well, I know my problems. Don't come into my lane.
That's true.
But how much of a flex is that? I've never had a Charlie horse. I guess I'm weird. I've never had a Charlie horse.
I hate her.
Is it a flex? I think that means I don't have any muscle. Right?
Well, TJ's getting a lot of cramps and you're getting none, so we got to meet somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're cramping all the time, TJ.
But that's
you got good calves.
Yeah, thanks. I do have some good calves. Whether I'm, as Jody would say, well, yeah, everybody knows that because he tells everybody.
Yeah, what do you say? It's like it's like you were kicked by a horse or in the calf or something like that.
No, that's a tricep.
Oh, well, never mind.
The horse kicked me in the back of my arm.
Never mind.
The horseshoe.
That's a tricep, Rob.
Look, I'm dumb. So.
Yeah. Evidently, he's not listening to the people talking around him at the gym.
More TJ and Riggins coming up.
Lily and Grace is an incredible boutique in Mooresville, North Carolina that was built from a lifetime of experience in the interior design and home renovation businesses. Beautiful furniture and interior design elements ready to tell your home's story. Lily and Grace offers a wide range of products that can be customized to accommodate every corner of your home. They truly create pieces of art, and we are so proud to be working with them. Learn more at lilyandgrace.com. That's lilyandgrace.com.
Let's go. It's now easier than ever at the homepage, TJRiggins.com. The TJ and Riggins Show, Extra Funny, The Week in Review, and all the new and past podcasts. Listen, fast forward, download, and share. Add it to your phone's home screen today. Available whenever you want it on the TJ and Riggins app. This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Well, hello.
Come on.
Man, we've been having some technical difficulties and stuff. Everybody trying to get things working right. And then, Lindsay's in her home studio today, and it's like every day when she turns that thing on, it's it's messed up in a different type of way.
And it couldn't happen to a worse person because I don't know anything about technology, none of this.
What?
I know, it's shocking.
You know what? I think that husband of hers is going in there and sabotaging it every night. He goes in there to sabotage it.
Switching wires.
Mm-hmm. He's like, leave me stuck with these babies all morning.
Yeah. And I'll be honest, Delilah came in here one day and she was acting like she was on the radio and she put my headphones in. God knows what she touched. So,
Oh, yeah. You need to try to corral those kids some way or another. They're out of control, Lynn.
Yeah.
Who you telling?
Out of control.
We know this. I have a door lock now, though, as of today.
So, Lindsay, Riggins got mad at me first thing this morning when he got here. We have a door that has a code you put in to unlock it. And then once you come in, you can flip the little thing so you don't have to have the code to open the door. Well, I didn't flip it when I got here, and he pulled on it and it didn't open, and then he had to punch the code in, and he was all mad.
Listen, I forget to do that every time. I mean, it's not many times I'm there, first, but I forget too. So
it's one of those little frustrating things when you go to pull on a door handle and it doesn't open, and then there's somebody on the other side of it that just forgot to unlock it. That makes it even worse.
But we have a lot on our minds.
It wasn't that I forgot. I was scared.
Scared?
I didn't want to sit in here all alone with the door wide open, unlocked. I was scared, Riggins.
And armed.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Scared and armed.
Don't make that mistake of coming in here.
I'm not armed and I sit in there, so I should probably leave it locked. I didn't think of that.
Yeah. You should.
I didn't think of that.
Don't nobody want you, though.
I know, that's true.
Riggins, I saw this thing this morning that I always enjoy from that Lake Superior State College thing. What is all that noise?
Don't know.
Where they put out the annual words that are banned. That they're not. Is that Rob making all that noise?
I don't know.
Sounds like he's getting into a sleeping bag.
My microphone's on, so I don't know what it is.
Oh, okay. Well, now it's echoing everywhere. So, all right. Oh my God. It must have been Lindsay.
It's not me.
All right. Well, hey, I'm trying to get to this. Y'all be still. We can't move. No, they put out this list of words that are banished for 2025. People are tired of using it. And I always like to look at that to see how many of them I've already banned, either years ago or recently. But it's usually I'm way ahead of them on banning these words, but people just don't listen to me. Game changer is one of them. I did that
years ago.
10 years, along with no brainer. I did game changer and no brainer in the same swoop.
Yep.
I remember vividly. Saying something dropped, like an album. I did that a long time ago. Stop saying it. Something dropped. Sorry, not sorry. I was the first one to ban that one. And they're just now getting to it.
Yeah, you should not be using that in 2025.
Right.
Sorry, not sorry. That's
no way.
Yeah.
No more than you should be using I don't want to adult today. So there you go.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Every weekday, the Extra Funny podcast is available at tjriggins.com. It's uncensored and, well, extra funny. Extra Funny is sponsored by Eric Javits. Find your next great hat at Eric Javits. Get 20% off your order today by going to tjriggins.com/deals. That's tjriggins.com/deals. Then use promo code TJ at checkout.
Hey Charlotte, ready to enjoy a chef-prepared meal using delicious seasonal ingredients without ever having to leave your home? Table & Twine is the answer. Have a world-class dining experience without ever leaving your house. Learn more at tjriggins.com/tableandtwine.
Introducing the new Media Center on the TJRiggins.com home screen. The easiest way ever to hear the new TJ and Riggins shows, archives, podcasts, watch the show, and more. Add it to your phone's home screen today. Point and stare at TJ and Riggins anytime you want on YouTube. This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Hey, Lindsay.
Hey.
Is your husband Kyle a baby when he's sick, like most men are? He doesn't strike me as the type that would be.
He doesn't complain and like whine about it, but he will take the whole day off. I mean, in the bed, like he's shut down.
Yeah.
Whereas I still have to watch the kids. And have you heard the story about when we both got the norovirus?
Oh yeah. Yeah. You told us about that.
Yeah. And I was just as bad as him, but I was like crawling to the kids' beds to get them out and throwing up in a sand bucket.
Mm-hmm. And wasn't that right after you had given birth to your son?
Yes.
Yeah. So
yes, he is. So yeah, he's a baby. Yeah.
So yeah, you were still sitting on a donut in a sitz bath and the whole thing.
Yep.
And having to get up and deal with the norovirus and all while your ex-professional athlete husband lied in the bed.
Yep. He was, quote, worse than me.
You getting out of bed today, Juan Soto? I mean, or are you just gonna take it easy?
Yeah, if you don't know what we're talking about, Lindsay's husband was a pitcher. And he made it to the majors, didn't he? And he got hurt.
He did.
Yeah.
He played for Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
Detroit.
But they've got this survey where they said 1/3 of couples say that their partner, quote unquote, acts like a baby when they're sick. And this is another one of those when, Riggins, usually I'll go, well, they're saying people in this survey and all that, but we know they're just talking about women. They're not talking about all people. They're mainly talking about women. But this one, I'm saying they're talking about men. Like 1/3 of couples say that the man acts like a baby when he's sick.
Yeah. Of course.
Now, I don't. I mean, I really don't. And my wife will tell you that. That's one thing she doesn't criticize me about is being a baby when I'm sick. But they say that they're covering everything like being stubborn, dramatic, refusing to admit that they're sick. They count those things as acting like a baby. But if you're saying you're not sick and you're trying to go on and do your thing, then that's not being a baby. That's being tough.
Yeah, I'm not sick.
Yeah,
I'm fine.
Right.
Maybe they look at it like they kind of want you to say, no, take a rest. You are sick,
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they're looking for that.
Well, even my dad, who's, tough military man, like career military. He was a welder at one point. And just any kind of like a masculine type of fella. If he got the slightest cold, you just mope around the house and like dragging like he's 90 years old, like he's on his deathbed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm shocked it's only 1/3, to be honest, because women complain about that all the time.
Yeah, I know. I think it's more than that too. I think they factored in gay couples on this. So they were asking a lot of lesbian couples and then they would say, no, they don't. She doesn't act like a baby.
Yeah.
Because the women don't, men do. So.
Yeah, I never thought about that. If there's two gay guys and they're both sick.
Oh my God, the house would burn down. Just crumble down around them if they had a cold going through the house. All right, so we're going to find out what's trending next in Now Trending. Hang on.
More TJ and Riggins coming up.
Hey, it's Lindsay from the TJ and Riggins Show. I love our Gregory Jewelers in Statesville, mainly because they have so many different options. You can find diamonds, fashion jewelry, anything for this holiday season. So make sure to tell your loved ones to check out our Gregory Jewelers in Statesville. Go to tjriggins.com/diamonds for directions. At our Gregory Jewelers, we speak diamond.
It's now easier than ever at the homepage, tjriggins.com. Oh, look, our new subscribe button, where you can make sure you're getting the new shows right when they're posted. Find listening options for Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, social media sites, and more. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
If you live in the Charlotte area and you need furniture, then you need Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress. We love them, and you will too. So go to tjriggins.com/sweetdreams for Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress. Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
The most important stories in the world. This is Now Trending on the TJ and Riggins Show.
Right, so the wildfire's still in the news. It is the top trending topic. The death toll has risen to 24. I saw Jay Leno on the news yesterday, and he said, it's the worst natural disaster since 9/11. And I know it's not a natural disaster, but still.
Yeah.
It's like, what's the point of making that
9/11
statement?
not a natural disaster. But they say that it will end up being, with the pace that it's going and them not knowing how to control it and all that, or not being able to control it. They know how to control it, but they're not being able to, is going to end up being the largest natural disaster in it. But is it a natural disaster if it started with arson?
I've heard rumors of that. Yeah, are they? They're still investigating that, but
Yeah.
I've heard that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That it may
So
have.
did they figure out he did it on purpose, or it was like an accident, like a cigarette or something?
I don't think they figured out anything for sure. I think it's, they alleged that a person started it. But then I also heard that the initial fire wasn't started by someone, that additional fires were started by people.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Adding, it's just,
Well, I mean, it's Los Angeles. Everybody's crazy.
oh my gosh. So yeah, it was just, but it looks like the apocalypse out
Yeah,
there.
it's sad.
Yeah.
Very sad.
In much lighter news, today is National Dress Up Your Pet Day. So if you feel like getting out there and dressing up your dog, I never got into that. My dog was dressed up one time when my dog walker took him to a pride parade. And outfitted him, not even kidding. And he came home with rainbow sticking off his head and rainbow colored sweatbands. I went, what did you do today?
Oh my! I've got to see a picture of that.
Come on, what are we doing here? So if you like dressing up your pet, today is the day to do it.
And that dog ain't acted the same since.
He's a little too loving on me.
That's why he's such a snob with those dog beds, too.
I think so.
He's like, this is beneath me.
Bit of a Princess and the Pea situation there with Riley. Starbucks is trending this morning because they're starting to tighten down with their policies in store. They're saying, if you want to use our bathroom, you got to buy something first. And you can't just hang out all day and use our Wi-Fi and stuff without making a purchase. And this comes after years of sort of having an open door policy. Anybody can come in, hang out. So it is interesting timing given that President Donald Trump is being inaugurated next week. A lot of these companies are rolling back their sort of, I don't know, what kind of policies would you call them? Very
Freedom.
Yeah, liberal policies, and, against the normal capitalist rules.
I guess so. But Starbucks, taking a hard stance on this just a couple of days before that. So good luck if you don't want to buy anything.
I don't see what they have to do with each other. Like, it's Starbucks saying, hey, we want our customers to think that we have to do this because Trump's coming in and he's going to be oppressive to us, not being, following the rules of strict capitalism. I know Zuckerberg used the opportunity to jump out there and say, okay, no more of this DEI, no more of this. And
they're all doing it.
Yeah. But I don't know what Starbucks not letting people just sit in their stores all the time without buying anything would have to do with Trump being inaugurated. I don't even know how they're going to tie that together.
They probably always wanted this, but.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So how do they even blame that on Trump? I mean, people blame everything on him.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
So good luck using their free Wi-Fi if you don't want to purchase that venti Pike place with a little bit of room in it.
Yeah. Panera used to put a timer on you when you'd go in there and sit down.
Would they really?
Yeah.
You better move. Gotta go. We're gonna have a little argument. We got to revisit something from long ago. Coming up next.
More TJ and Riggins coming up.
Hey, it's TJ, and I am telling you what, if you haven't seen Jewelers on Main in Mooresville, you're really missing out. Beautiful, beautiful pieces with jewelry repair done in-house. You can even design your own piece of jewelry. You're going to love them. Jewelers on Main in downtown Mooresville.
Introducing the new Media Center on the TJRiggins.com home screen. Did you know you can add the home page to your phone's home screen? It's easy. Check out the instructions at the top, and it only has to be done once. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
When it comes to football, I know where I'm headed. Wild Wing Cafe. They've got hot wings, cold beer, and football on all the big screens. It's the best place to catch every play, enjoy some killer wings, and ice cold drinks. See you at Wild Wing Cafe, your game day headquarters.
This is the TJ and Riggins podcast and radio show.
So I don't want to have an argument on a Tuesday. I'm not really interested in doing that. However, it's important to know where we've been so we can figure out where we're going, TJ. And we had the argument long ago about what constitutes a one-hit wonder.
Yeah.
And I had said Vanilla Ice is a one-hit wonder. Billy Ray Cyrus is a one-hit wonder. TJ took umbrage with it, said that's not true, even though they're listed in pretty much every article you read online about the greatest one-hit wonders. It's Vanilla Ice. It's Billy Ray Cyrus. They're the two that you see every single time.
Yeah.
But TJ always pointed out, well, they had other hits. Not as big as the hits that made them one-hit wonders, so to speak.
Right.
But they had successful songs.
Yeah. Vanilla Ice's other hit was Play That Funky Music, Vanilla Ice. And the Billy Ray Cyrus song, it was Could Have Been Me, I think was his other top 40 hit, Could Have Been Me.
Lindsay, did you know Billy Ray Cyrus's other song?
No.
Okay. Well, they did. One of them was bigger, but I guess what we can call it is their signature song. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Achy Breaky Heart is Billy Ray Cyrus's signature song. What is Madonna's signature song, TJ?
I would say Material Girl.
Okay. People are having this argument. It's not Like a Virgin?
No. Even though that was huge. My favorite Madonna song is Borderline.
Oh, good one.
But
good one.
I think because I'm going by how they refer to her still in these stupid articles that they write about her, and they go, then the Material Girl said,
They do call
blah,
her
blah,
that.
blah, blah, blah.
It is big. It is in pop culture in the terminology, the Material Girl. Right. What is Michael Jackson's signature song?
Oh, wow.
Is it Thriller?
Pretty Young Thing.
That's a good one.
That's probably my favorite Michael Jackson song, but is it his signature song?
I don't know. Yeah, probably because it has more of a theme to it that you could associate to him. But I don't even know what Michael Jackson's biggest hit would be. Would it be Billie Jean?
It might have been Billie Jean.
But I think his signature song is probably Thriller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Lindsay.
Now my favorite Michael Jackson song is Black or White.
Black or White's a great
good
song.
one. I danced to that and had gloves that were half black, half white.
Ooh, bringing the unity to the community.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Making it literal. I like that.
I was
Lindsay,
in fourth grade.
what is Britney Spears' signature song?
Oops. Hit Me,
Baby One More Time?
Baby One More Time.
I would agree with that. That's probably her. If you go to a Britney Spears concert, you want to hear it kind of like it's on the album.
Yeah.
TJ, what's Garth Brooks' signature song?
Friends in Low Places.
Friends in Low Places. I would totally agree with that. Mariah Carey. Is it All I Want for Christmas Is You now? Is that kind of her biggest, most important song?
Yeah.
That's a shame, too.
I know.
That's a shame.
I like fantasy.
And her first album or cassette tape that I had in 91 was the best, hands down.
Yeah, that was, I know. I can remember the cover of that.
Real curly. Yeah.
Yeah. What is Miley Cyrus's signature song? Is it Flowers that she won the Grammy for, or is it Wrecking Ball?
Party in the USA.
Yeah, Party in the USA.
Party in the USA. Okay. Yeah. All right. So, see, listen, we're going to solve some.
Well, we didn't even argue.
We didn't even argue at all. Look at us making strides. Love that.
More TJ and Riggins coming up.
Hey, it's TJ, and we were hanging out the other night at our new favorite place, Blackfin Ameripub in Ballantyne, and I figured out that's where I'm going to be watching the ball games this year. That's right. They have about 40 TVs showing all of the games on Saturdays, the college games, and their official Ohio State Buckeyes bar. You don't want to miss that if you're a Buckeyes fan as well as a Packers fan or a Panthers fan. They got it all. Not to mention some of the best food that I have had in a long, long time. You're looking for a great time? Go to Blackfin Ameripub in Ballantyne. Check it out at acetj.com/Blackfin.
It's now easier than ever at the homepage, TJRiggins.com. Click the deals button to get all our exclusive best deals anywhere from all of the TJ and Riggins Show partners. Add it to your phone's home screen today.